So it's August the 26th, 2022. And I stand outside my dad's house. It's a little bit foggy this morning. The sun will soon burn that off. Let's go for a little walk. Come on. So we're in Moulsoe and we are going to go for a quick walk up and down Wood End Lane. Some pears on the ground. Usually lots of wasps will be in those. In fact, quite a lot of pears, quite a good season. So Wood End Lane used to be the original road to Cranfield back in old days. I don't know how far back in the day, a long time. Morning, Mark. So I'm videoing Mark for my little travels around Moulsoe. So this is Mark Dorrell, so a quick interview with local character. So Mark, how long have you lived here?
All my life.
Which would be about, you're a good looking rooster, not much over.
48.
48 years, oh
Yeah.
My God. So this is not live, Mark, but it is going on Facebook. So any message to your adoring Moulsoeans?
Good morning to all Moulsoers.
Perfect, good on you, Mark. Good to see you, buddy.
See you later.
48 years, bloke looks about 25. So anyway, Moulsoe used to be Wood End Lane used to be the road that led to Cranfield back in the day. And the village green is at the end of this, or what would have been. And Moulsoe was two hamlets. The original bit was by the church. In the Doomsday Book, 1086, hill spurt of a man named Mole. And this is Sandra and Bill's house. Best friends of my mum, great friend of my dad. Rather pleasant cottage. Robin Elliott's. Now this is called Mouse Hole. Now this has been turned into, well, it's been extended, I think, rather than sympathetically. It used to be when the Motts had it and then the Watsons. A very lovely white house. Now it's changed to this sort of beigey puke colour. And had a lot of its old original charm. I think it was 2 cottages, possibly even 3 originally. But now seems to have been turned into some sort of executive bolt a bit on here and there type house. I'm sure the owners will probably sue me on YouTube for that one. Lovely garden, used to be a swimming pool behind that fence. A tennis court. Oh, it's a nice house, but not in keeping perhaps. Now these are the sorts of country lanes they're just wonderful for getting lost in. So I'll just be quiet for a minute. You can enjoy the foggy walk. That distant hum you can hear is of the M1 motorway. You get used to it after a while, but it's always there. I have to give a shout out to Martin Horn. He must be part of these videos. Haven't seen him for over 30 years, but g'day Martin. He'll be happy now, giving him a mention. There's a little copse here, or a spinney, probably full of foxes, I imagine. Better not be, there's a dad's sheep behind me. Pretty cool place to hang out if you're a kid and want to build a den, I suppose. What's in there? Let's have a look. Good place to hide if you're on the run from your mum. Now, we're coming up to the end of the lane. Now, this is the village green that we're just approaching here, the original village green. And there was a pond at the end of it. And there are just 3 houses at the end of the lane and the road goes to nowhere. A bit like Talking Heads. As you'll see, the houses coming into view. There's end thatch that Robert Barton used to live in, and Sarah Barton. Let's have a quick look over this gate, shall we? Yeah, more woods to go roaming in. Utterly beautiful. I use the word utterly a lot, but it's true. It's utterly beautiful. And then the village green. The scene of one of the great epic boxing matches in the past, rivaling the Rumble in the Jungle. So me and Simon Sharp had a bit of a fight here once. I think it was an honourable draw. We're still friends. Now behind here, let's go into here. There's a pond on my right, the old village pond, and the footpath. Now there was a pond there. Summer's probably dried it up. In fact, there was a pond. Is there anything in it? You probably can't see it because of the angle. But there's a great little pond here. It's deeper than I thought. You didn't realise that when you stand on it when you're a kid, when it's frozen over. And this little footpath takes us back out into the woods. In fact, it takes us a long way out into the woods, so I'm going to turn around slowly so you can enjoy the flora here. Stick to the footpaths, folks. Robin Kingham will get you. Always love seeing the cobwebs when they're caught up with dew on them, particularly on a foggy day like this. And then we just come to the 3 houses at the end of Wood End Lane. So if you look on your Ordnance Survey maps, you might still see the original path. Now intensively farmed, of course. Don't know who lives here. The Coopers used to live here once upon a time. Rather Soviet-looking bungalow. Da Tovarish. And then we get through the cutest houses. Now I won't go in the driveway, a bit rude. But this is End Thatch. Robert Barton used to live here, as I said, with Sarah. Happy times at that house, visiting, playing in the garden. And then you get Mick Herban's house. Janine and Michelle Herban. Probably got the names wrong. Pretty good at doing that in these videos. Yeah, beautiful thatch. End Thatch, it's called. Gated to keep the riffraff out. Don't blame them. I don't know who owns this, but there's a pathway through it. So I'm just going to wander off down the path. Thank you for coming on my little journeys. It really is a lovely village, so I do hope the Milton Keynes Development Corporation, or whoever they are, don't balls it up, because it is one of the most loveliest little villages with little hidden secrets in Buckinghamshire. And we should all be grateful for it.